Good morning, everyone. My name is Soneta Gałązka, and I'm representing Funding Box in the TargetX project. We are responsible for open calls management and, in general, cascade funding in that project. So I would like to tell you a little bit about the project, what the project is about, and mainly about how to apply to the project. So we have just launched the TargetX second open call on 6th of December, and the open call will be open by 28th of February 2024. Okay, sorry. So TargetX is a project co-funded from the Horizon Europe program, and this is coordinated by FRAUNHOFER, and we have 14 consortium partners in the consortium from 6 countries, and the vision of TargetX is to strengthen important economic sectors in Europe by integrating 5G and 6G and accelerating the digital transformation. Who are we looking for the project? So mainly we are looking for either individual entity or micro consortium. If you would like to apply as individual entity, you have to be either SME, university, or research and technology organization. However, if you would like to apply as micro consortium composed of 2 entities, also large companies and mid-caps can take part in the project. So on the right side, you have all of the combination. You can find also these combinations of on our website. What is very important, if you have the for-profit companies, the maximum grant amount is 70% of the eligible cost needed to execute the project. So the budget which you will prepare needs to be larger than the funding which you will receive. What will you receive? First of all, up to 60K in the 9-month support program. In this open call, we will fund quite immense amount of entities, which is approximately 64 entities, depending on the if we receive individual or micro consortia, the number of projects can differentiate. You will also achieve the TRL 7 during the support program. Preferably, your project should start from the TRL 3-4, but also if you have different TRL, you can apply. It will be evaluated by evaluators during the evaluation phase. And you will receive the business support, self-sustainable business framework, and new market opportunities. So we will ask you to apply for the open call, mainly if you represent in any of those sectors, which is automotive, construction, 5G for mobile robotics, energy, and 5G for cloud native production, and some more verticals which are presented on the website. What is really important, the entities have to be established in any of the member states of the European Union and its overseas countries and territories, or associated countries to Horizon Europe. Unfortunately, still United Kingdom is not eligible for the funding. If you go to our documents, which I will show you in a moment, what is important is that your application will be submitted on time by our system. I really recommend you not to wait until the last moment, since everything can happen with the computer technology, power supply, anything, and the system will not accept any applications after the submission deadline. Of course, the application has to be submitted in English, has the European dimension, and there is no conflict of interest between you and our consortia partners, and some more information are presented in the guide for applicants. During the support program, which is divided into 3 stages, you will receive the fixed lump sum. What does it mean? It means that you are not required to present strictly defined accounting documents to prove the costs incurred, but what we are waiting for is that you demonstrate that you implement the project in line with the milestones which you set for it. So, simply speaking, that we will assess your progress, deliverables, and the work performed. Of course, the lump sum methodology doesn't release you from the obligation to collect the documents to confirm the cost under fiscal regulation in your country. So we don't interfere here. What are the stages? The first stage will last 1 month, and here you will prepare the individual mentoring plan. The next few months, you will prepare technically your project. So the deliverable will be project development report, and after 2 months, you will prepare all of the documents about the market uptake report. So when you go to our website, you can see the documents, guide for applicants, frequently asked questions, topics description, and this annex 1, topics description, is really important annex, since there you will find 44 topics, and within these 44 topics, you can apply to. In the application form, almost at the very beginning, we will ask you which topic you are applying for, and this is also our in-out scope criterion. So it means that, first of all, we take into account if your project applies to the topic, and later we go through the evaluation. Here is a short description how the evaluation process looks like. So we are checking if your project is eligible. After that, we are checking in-out scope filtering. Here, as I mentioned before, we mainly check if your project fits to the target X expertise and fits to the topic you applied for. You can apply only to the one topic. This is very important information. After that, there is the external evaluation phase, and here your proposal will be evaluated by external evaluators who will propose the ranking, and after that, the projects will be validated by the selection committee, and the last step will be the formal check made by funding box. Then we will check all of the documents related to the organization or the company you are applying to. This is our website, TargetX second open call fundingbox.com. First of all, you need to sign up to Fundingbox account to prepare the Fundingbox account. Then you can find the tab with all of the documents. Here you can find the documents. The deadline, this is 28th of February. As I said before, please don't wait until the last moment. And here you've got the button Apply Now. If you go to the button Apply Now, you can start the application. And you can add the contributor, which means that if you have any other people in your team who can help you to prepare the application, you could add them here, and then they have the possibility to edit the application. We ask you for some basic information about the topic. Here in the first section, you also will choose the topic. Then legal information, and then sections which are evaluated by evaluators. Here we've got the excellence, impact, and implementation. We ask you for statistical section, which is not mandatory, and some ethical issues, declaration of honor, and GDPR information. If you want to ask for help, if you have any question, if you want any support in preparation, or how to, or you have any questions in relation to the application form, you can either ask on the help desk, or you can either, this is our help desk, or you can either use this email and then we will reply you by email. If you want more information about TargetX in general, here, this is TargetX project website and social media, LinkedIn, so then you can observe our new activities, the future Q&A session, and more information about TargetX. Thank you very much. You can see this is my email. If you have any questions, on the right side you have the general contact email to TargetX, the website, the LinkedIn. So we really encourage you to visit us on social media. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please raise your hand or ask by the chat. Thank you very much. Daniela?
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. There was a condition that for SMEs, profit organization SMEs, 70% of the eligibility costs can be paid.
Mm-hmm.
This means...
it doesn't mean that you will receive 70% of 60K, but it means that 60K must be 70% of the cost which you will use to execute the project.
Okay, that's clear now. And my second question is, what is evaluated better according to the TargetX criteria, to go alone with the project, or if we go with another SME, should be this from different European countries?
No distinction. If you apply as individual entity or micro consortium, we don't take it into account. We take into account the quality of the proposal.
Okay. In the case of the consortium, what is the maximum budget per project?
What is the maximum what? Sorry?
Budget, the grant.
So yes, so for the consortium it's still the same. So 60K per one entity. So in total 120K.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Simon?
We can hear you now, Simon. You have the right to speak. Maybe there's some problem with your microphone. We cannot hear you, Simon. Maybe it's a problem.
Maybe you can ask in the chat, Simon,
yes.
so then we will. Antonio, can you please read the questions?
Yes. What sort of activities can be subcontracted?
In general, those activities which are not the core of the project. So it means that you are able to perform the project in general, but you need just something which is not the core activity of the project. Subcontracting is around 20% of the total cost. So you can use it, of course, for anything what is not in the core implementation of the project.
Thank you, Simon.
Do Do we have more?
Yes, we have.
Angeliki, yeah. I'm sorry if I spell it not correctly.
Hello from Athens. I'd like to ask if you will send this presentation via email to show to my colleagues as well, so we can study it. This presentation, can you send us via email?
You can find all of those information actually in the guide for applicants and frequently asked questions on the website. Yeah, so they are similar information, just in different format.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Simon? Yes, anything that is not the core is allowed. Yes, of course you will, when preparing the individual mentoring plan with your mentor, then of course together with mentor you will discuss what can be the core and what is not the core of the project. Are the criteria for evaluation available? Where? Yes, they are available in the guide for applicants in the top documents. Then you can find all of the criteria for evaluation with more information about each criteria. Daniela?
I have one more question. And how do we get assigned mentor? Who are these, or where do we find mentors?
So in general, when you go to the topics description, you can find general information about the organization which were involved in preparation of the topics, and they may be people from those organizations. However, at this moment, at the stage of writing the application, you don't know exactly who will be your mentor, because after we receive your proposal, then the people from the consortium read the proposal. They will decide which of the partner is the best one to be the mentor of your proposal.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? I think we have no more questions. So in general, in January, we plan the next session, like Q&A questions and info day. So if by this time you will come up with some questions, you are of course invited to join, and then you can ask questions. Of course, you can use the help desk and emails in the meantime. And of course, just before the deadline in February, we will also prepare the questions and answers to answer some last minute questions which may arise. So we also invite you to join. Yeah, so thank you very much. If there are no more questions, we can close the meeting unless we have any questions. Okay, no more questions. So thank you very much, and fingers crossed for your project. Thank you.
Thank you.